conclusions about science-related issues. Secondly, understands the characteristic features of science as a form of human knowledge and inquiry. Thirdly, shows awareness of how science and technology shape our material, intellectual, and cultural environments. And fourth, engages in science-related issues and with the ideas of science as a reflective citizen. Very much like the four strands I mentioned. Now, here's the frightening truth. I wouldn't care if Americans did terribly on a terrible exam, but I think this is a good exam. This is from an editorial by Tom Friedman in the New York Times. 15-year-olds in 30 industrialized countries, the U.S. ranked 25th out of the 30 in math and 24th in science. So you know, this is our future. This is not where we need to be. So it's so bad, it's got to get better. Finally, there's a new widespread recognition that the current chaotic system does not work, of 50 different states with 50 different standards. And there's a move for so-called common standards. I think something like eventually 47 of the 50 state governors have signed up to this idea. Right now they're doing math and literacy standards, but next year they're going to start with science standards. So having a common set of standards would make a big difference, because then we could develop high-quality tests around those standards and stop driving teachers to teach poorly by bad tests. So other opportunities for change are that there's a major investments, the Gates Foundation and other foundations, in high-quality math and science assessments. The advanced placement courses and exams are in fact a de facto national curriculum, and those course redesigns are just being now announced for biology, chemistry, and physics. And this is a major change with an emphasis on inquiry in those courses, and rather than the broad coverage they've had. This is in response to a 2002 report from the National Academies, which was very critical of these three courses and exams. So this is going to drive, hopefully, changes both at lower level and also changes at the college level, which need, because this, after all, is supposed to be a college course. And I think the most important thing is, I interact with young students and see, you know, what happens, for example, with Teach for America, with 10% of the Ivy League classes wanting to go volunteer teach for 2 years. The idealism of many young Americans, including many young scientists who I interact with at UCSF, I mean, this is what we need to exploit. I think it's one of the unique assets that this country has.